You believe that in a single day, the FIFA World Cup delivered joy, shock, fear, and heartbreak all at once. On one side, Lionel Messi produced a performance that had football fans jumping out of their seats. On the other, England received devastating news that crushed the hopes of millions of supporters. And in the middle of it all, Kylian Mbappé reminded the world exactly why he is considered one of the most dangerous players of this generation. But the question is this only the beginning? Or are we witnessing a World Cup that will be remembered for decades to come? Today, we're diving into the incredible events that have shaken the football world. Make sure you stay until the end, because every twist in this story is more dramatic than the last. There are certain nights in football that become part of history. For Argentina, this was one of those nights. The stadium was packed. Thousands of fans were chanting and waving their flags. But all eyes were focused on one man. Lionel Messi, the player many consider the greatest footballer of all time. The man who has won almost everything the game has to offer. Yet on this particular night, he had another opportunity. An opportunity to move even closer to football immortality. The match began. Argentina controlled possession. The crowd could feel something special was about to happen. Then it happened. Messi produced a moment of magic. The first goal. The stadium erupted. Fans celebrated wildly. But Messi wasn't finished. A little later, he struck again. The second goal. Now Algeria was under immense pressure. Everywhere in the stadium, one name echoed through the air. Messi, Messi, Messi. And then came the moment that turned the night into history. The third goal. A hat-trick. The stadium exploded with excitement. Argentina's players rushed toward Messi. Fans could hardly believe what they were witnessing. This wasn't just a hat-trick. This was history in the making. With those 3 goals, Messi brought his World Cup tally to 16 goals. A number that placed him level with Miroslav Klose's legendary record. Think about that for a moment. A record that once seemed untouchable. Now Messi was standing right beside it. And perhaps, in the very next match, he could surpass it. That is why newspapers, television channels, and football fans around the world were all talking about the same thing. Are we about to witness one of the greatest moments in World Cup history? But while celebrations were taking place in Argentina's camp, silence had fallen over England. The reason? An injury. And sometimes, a single injury can change the destiny of an entire team. England's talented defender Tino Livramento suffered a calf injury during training. At first, many believed it wasn't serious. Perhaps he would miss 1 game. Maybe 2. Maybe he would return before the knockout stages. But then came the announcement that nobody wanted to hear. Tino Livramento was ruled out of the tournament. Yes, out of the World Cup completely. The news spread like wildfire. Fans flooded social media with messages of disappointment. Many believed England's defensive strength had taken a major hit. Others feared this setback could have serious consequences for the team's chances. Because at a tournament as important as the World Cup, every player matters. And when a key player is suddenly removed from the squad, everything changes. The tactics, the plans, the confidence. Now the question became, how would England respond? Did they have enough depth to overcome this loss? Or could this injury destroy their dreams before they truly begin? But the drama wasn't over yet. Because another superstar was making headlines. Kylian Mbappé, a name recognized by football fans in every corner of the world. Speed, skill, confidence, and an incredible ability to score goals. Against Senegal, Mbappé delivered another unforgettable performance. His first goal was brilliant. His second was even better. Senegal's defenders could do little but watch. France secured an impressive victory. And once again, the football world began asking questions. Could Mbappé be the player of the tournament? Could he lead France to another World Cup title? And could he become the next king of football after Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Meanwhile, football fans in Brazil have their own concerns. Neymar, one of the most influential players in Brazilian football history. A player capable of changing an entire match with a single touch. But reports suggest he is still struggling with injury concerns. His participation in the upcoming matches remains uncertain. If Neymar misses games, Brazil could face serious challenges. But if he returns at full strength, he could completely change the course of the tournament. And that's exactly what makes the World Cup so special. One day you're a hero. The next day you're battling injury. One day you're breaking records. The next day your dream could come to an end. And perhaps that's why billions of people around the world are obsessed with this tournament. Because anything can happen. Messi could make history. Mbappé could begin a new era. England could overcome adversity. And Neymar could produce a remarkable comeback. The World Cup has only just begun. Yet the drama, emotion, and excitement have already reached incredible levels. And if the opening days have been this unforgettable, just imagine what awaits us before the final. One thing is certain, this World Cup still has many surprises left to offer. And the next historic moment may